I don't know how many people are going to agree with me when I say this, but I need to say this because it's on my mind. I think that white people are the last people that need to be talking about race when they put this racial system of discrimination into play. It's by their hand, by their works alone that this shit started. They're the ones that created this system of colorism that unfortunately some black people practice to this day. They are the last people that should be talking about racial issues. They're the last people that should be talking about race, period. They sound stupid. At this point, it's an oxymoron. If you don't know what that means, you need to look it up, but that's what it is. It's an oxymoron at this point. I find it funny when I see some of these channels of these white YouTubers that I may come to pass, and I've subscribed to a couple of white YouTubers that talk about pop culture and video games because that's something that I like, so I listen to some of those channels, but I'm not subscribed to many white YouTubers because a lot of them are boring. I'm sorry, they are. But the ones that I do listen to that talk about games and stuff like that, I happen to listen to a couple, and I hear them talk about race at times, and it just sounds really stupid to me. It's like, just shut the fuck up, have several seats, and just keep your mouth shut. They have no right to talk about race. They don't. Because they are the perpetrators, they are the founders of this racial class system that has oppressed my people and continues to oppress my people now. And I'm not getting on here saying, woe is me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a goddamn fact. These white dudes especially get angry now when diversity is in, and I'm not an SJW. I'm not an SJW at all. I just believe in what's right and what ain't right. Okay? These white dudes get angry. They talk about the straight white male being attacked. They don't like the fact that all these diversities are getting all these roles now, and it's on the reverse side now where white dudes and white women, especially white dudes though, are taking a backseat to minorities now. You know, I was a kid back in the 80s and the 90s, and I watched shows like 90210. I watched a lot of these different shows that had like white people in the cast and no black person at all, or black people who were cast as a token in an all-white show or soap opera. And did I complain? No. I enjoyed the show for what it was. Yes, I was young and naive, of course, back then. I know better now. I'm older. But I still enjoyed the show for what it was. These people cannot stand the fact that you have more black people getting roles. You got more people of different descents other than white, other backgrounds, okay? Getting these roles, and now the white people are taking a back seat. They don't like that. Everything for them is falling apart. Their lifespan is falling apart. A lot of them are losing their lives because it's COVID-19, and I don't wish that on anybody, so I'm not here to celebrate that at all. I'm not wishing that on anybody. But a lot of them, more than anyone else, are dying from COVID. If they want to deny that fact, they can, but the Africans are not dying from it. Some black people are dying from it, but they are the ones that are being susceptible to this more and more every day and dying more often than anyone else. It's just facts. I'm sorry. You can't fight facts. You can't. All right? So they're seeing all that they have just come crashing to the ground now. People are seeing them for who they truly are. They're seeing their racism against us and everyone else, but especially us, because we see our people getting killed every day, and the victims of racial injustice in the court systems. We're seeing this as proof every day, and so is the entire world, seeing these people for who they really are. So when your world comes crashing down around you and you're used to being in power and getting away with murder and getting away with everything and being told that you are the standard of beauty, you're the most attractive man in the world, you're the most wanted man in the world who everyone wants to be with, which is a fucking joke, because every fucking woman in the world don't be no white man, and every fucking man in the world don't be no white woman. So I don't know who lied to them, but it's fucking hilarious. Probably another white person that said it to him, but I don't know, whatever. Anyway, just to be short and brief on here, they don't like what's happening right now. They don't. And I can understand it, because if you're used to being on the top, you don't want to be on the bottom. That's all there is to it. But they should never open their mouth and talk about race, because they are the ones who are the racist here. The majority of them are the ones who hate people for the color of their skin, okay? They're the ones out here that will lose their jobs for their hatred. They're the ones out here that like to say the N-word. They're the ones out here that want to say all lives matter when we say Black lives matter. And now their world is falling apart, and they are fighting for every bit of life that they can keep right now. And everything they're trying to hold on to is going down in flames slowly but surely. That's all there is to it. Black people are not just getting their asses kicked now. They're fighting these motherfuckers back now. They are being put on notice that all you thought that you could do to us, all you thought that you were, that shit is over now. It's over. As I said before, I am not a channel of hatred. I'm not a messenger of hatred. The white people will tell me that I'm hateful because I'm talking against... You see, here's the thing about YouTube and white people in general. And some black people, unfortunately, as well, follow this bullshit as well. When you are a black man or you're a black woman or just a black person and you're on your channel on YouTube or any other form of social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, or what have you, or Twitter, and you're talking about racism or injustice, somehow you being the person whose group of people are being persecuted and discriminated against the most, and you're calling that shit out, somehow you're made to look as the bad guy, while the bad guys, who truly are the ones who are doing these evil acts towards you and your people, are looked at as some sort of victims in this situation. And that makes no sense. But on YouTube and other forms of social media, you'll have black people just like me who will be susceptible to having their channels terminated just for talking about racism, because we're talking about who perpetrates it the most. Our people don't. Our people don't. We got fucking people in our community that want to be with fucking white people. They want to be in relations with these people. They want to have biracial kids, okay? I ain't hateful at all. Mother never raised me to be hateful. I'm not hateful at all. I'm just telling people like it is, and most of my subscribers and the people that come to the show that will watch a video or two, they already understand what racism is. Most of the black women that come to this channel do not believe in interracial dating. Most of the black men that come to my channel do not believe in interracial dating. And they don't believe that these people should be talking about race either, because they have no right to. Now, of course, yeah, they have a right in a way to voice their opinion like everybody else, but when it really comes down to it, they're the last people on earth that should be talking about race. They're the last people on earth that should be talking about they're getting discriminated against at all. They don't know what the fuck discrimination is. They have no idea. And Irish people shouldn't be telling black people they used to be slaves, because they were never slaves. They were indentured servants. It's a damn big difference between a slave and an indentured servant. I'm going to end the video here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk to you next time. Please take care of yourselves. I love you very much.